teaching you how to Japada in style.
Hiya, welcome to the Japada podcast, where we turn Jakba into Japada and we do it in style. My name is Mololuwa and I'm joined by my mother. Hi, mother.
Hi, daughter.
Hiya.
And I'm still at Tinuke.
Okay. You already
Like
know
we
how
told
to
you in the last episode, we told them that something was going to start. We are switching gears. So we are in the UK and we are starting the Diaspora Diary series.
Period. In it. Fish and chips. See the queen.
And
all those stereotypes.
Oh, yes. And I'm super excited. And you should be too.
The queen.
Yes. I'm super excited. You should be too. And in anticipation, click that like button because the guests that we have brought to you today, oh my God. You don't need to just grab your tea or whatever drink that you want to and sit down still. I'm sure you're not going to blink until the end of this episode.
Wow.
Yes.
No
What
pressure.
introduction. What
No
an
pressure.
introduction.
No pressure, but truly, I think we're in for a treat, to be fair. I mean, we have a fine girl in the building, man. We got a fine girl in the
no
building.
pimples.
At all. As in literally, glass skin.
Oh, wow.
Girl, anyway, you know what? Let me let you introduce yourself, but it's going to be good. So, hi, fine girl. Introduce yourself. Let's meet you, as Nigerians would say.
Please. Yes, let's do it.
Let's meet you.
Well, firstly, thank you so much for having me today. And surrounded by
it's a
beautiful
pleasure.
women, which is always great. My name is Georgia-Blu. Nigerian name, Folaremi.
That's it.
My mom was like, Georgia-Blu, where is she from?
Exactly. That's exactly where I said, where exactly is she from? If she...
And I am the founder of Ile. That's how you say it, which is Yoruba for
Yes.
home. Which is all about reconnecting people to that feeling of home, and specifically my home, which is Nigeria. I'm half Nigerian, half Trinidadian. So the name Georgia. I mean, actually, my parents met at Georgia State University, and they say to this day that is not why they called me Georgia, but I refuse to believe it.
I think so. I think.
I really do believe so as well.
Oh, that's really cute.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, my Nigerian side is my mum's side. Her middle name is also Atinuke, by the way. So it's
Oh, namesake.
No wonder
Yes.
that connection.
Yeah, we're there. And I will say my Nigerian side definitely took over as it does.
Literally.
Yep, as it always does. So yeah, Ile is all about reconnecting to that feeling of home. Our tagline is "Welcome to the home you never left," and it came from a personal journey of mine.
I think we're still going to know more about Ile, but we want to know.
Well, okay, so
About
let's zoom into Georgia-Blu,
Yes,
and then
of
we'll
course.
zoom into Ile because it's attached to Georgia-Blu, I guess.
Mm.
But before we do that, not that there's ice to break,
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
but assuming there was, I'm gonna throw a few statements at you,
Okay.
incomplete statements.
We'll
And
just
what you're
do
gonna
them.
do is you're gonna complete the statements
Ooh,
with the
okay.
first thing that comes to your mind. So no, like, do you get
Yeah,
just the
just-
first
You don't
thing?
need to
Yes,
think,
off the cuff.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Sure.
Cool.
Let's do it.
So
Okay.
my favorite spot in Lagos is.
Knock by
Oh,
Lara.
I haven't been.
Oh, that
What?
Amala.
I was gonna say the
Amala.
Amalas.
Girl.
The Amalas. What I've known.
What's
them
it called?
for. Not.
Knock by Alara. Yes, a restaurant. Oh my goodness.
Where is it? On
Just
the
thinking
island?
about it now, it's in VI. Yeah,
Okay.
Wow.
by far 10 out of 10. I've just came back and I had to make sure I got knocked 3 times in my last trip.
Whoa.
Just for the Amala.
This is free advert for them.
For not-
Yeah,
No
honestly.
diaspora that is advertising you
Yeah.
guys.
Oh,
Maybe
wow. I've
maybe
never been.
you need to hook up with her.
Do you know what? I feel like I just
And
can't
make her
wrap my
your
head
influencer.
around spending over 20k on Amala. Though. I don't think
It's
I can.
worth it. I'm
Like,
sorry.
Is it about the ambience, the food itself,
It's-
or what
it's-
is it? Everything?
It's so smooth and it's just the
Oh.
way they make it. It's just top tier. I think hands down, everyone
Wow.
says that's the best Amala in Lagos. Like, Yeah.
Are you from Ibadan? The way
No,
you're
she's
saying
not
so
from
smooth.
Where-
No, because they are the ones that appreciate Amala
Amala
like
a
this.
lot.
Yeah, that wow.
Yeah, so because
I'm so
Amala
impressed.
originates from Ibadan. Is that?
Yeah,
or-
I know it's very popular. Amala, Abula, and Amala. Yeah,
yeah.
from that place.
From-
yeah.
Have you been to Ibadan before?
No, I haven't.
Okay, maybe what you could do then is if you ever did
Yeah.
go to Ibadan, try Amala
And then
there and
actually
then compare. Because I think that's like
It's
the
needed.
home or
That's
whatever.
the
Okay.
whole-
Yeah.
yeah.
Amala.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing. I will definitely be doing that.
Okay. What's the most important thing you pack for a Nigerian trip?
Ooh. Other than a fan.
Yeah, that's you said it. That's the thing.
A
fan.
fan. Everyone needs a fan.
A fan. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Always.
when I hear Detty December, I think
Oh. Togetherness. Like party.
Okay. I think
Okay.
yes. I think
Yeah,
most people think
that's
party.
it.
Nightlife
Yeah.
party, togetherness, like just. But I think for me, it's more togetherness because I feel like
Okay.
it came from Dirty December. Now it's all this partying, but it was always a thing. It was always coming back home for Christmas, and that was like to see your family, to see your friends you haven't seen in a whole year. So I feel like it's like a
Oh.
coming home
yeah,
again.
homecoming.
Yeah,
More
it's like a
home-
homecoming.
yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it feels like that every year. And you know, when I was younger, you know, the people from the east, they go home like that
Yeah.
every year, and it was a big.
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, they had to go home. So, and I think that's
Yeah.
what this Detty December is becoming for
Yeah.
Diasporans now. Yeah.
For sure. I think
I
Mr.
think that's what
Easy.
it
Is it
is,
Mr.
yeah.
Easy that coined the name? Dirty December, I think so.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I might have seen something like that.
Yeah. And then I think that's literally the only reason it became a Dirty December specific thing. But it's always been, from as much as I can remember, it was always I go home in December and I'm partying up until Christmas.
Oh.
Yeah.
But do you think that's because Nigeria was home to you at a point?
Yes, for sure. But I think a lot of people who maybe went to school back in Nigeria at the time and maybe moved back to the UK or America or wherever they lived, they would always come back home for Christmas.
Okay.
So I felt like that was just, I think now it's become a bit more viral and has got a name, but yeah, it was kind of always that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, were you born in Nigeria? Did you live in Nigeria? When did you come here?
So I was born in the UK, born in
Okay.
London. I moved to Lagos when I was around 4 years old.
Okay.
And lived there for about 7 years. So most of my primary school years were in Lagos.
Okay.
I was actually, then my mum actually got married to an expatriate that she met out there.
Yeah.
And then I became a bit of an expat kid. I actually moved to Moscow for a year
Oh.
because of that. And then my grandfather also always lived between Marbella and Lagos. So I was in Moscow, Marbella, and then back in London, and that's kind of where I've landed. But I spent about a good 6-7 years in Lagos, which were kind of more transformative years. Like I feel like it really kind of stuck with me, and then would always go back home every year following that.
Because you
So,
were
yeah.
at the age where you could remember. If you
Yeah.
moved back at 4 and lived
I
there for
think,
6
yeah.
years, you were at
Yeah.
the age where
It definitely
that
stuck
age,
with me,
yeah.
even when I was back in London. Like I think even just the education, like, I was so much further ahead than people here, and like it kind of made me a bit lazy because I felt like for a few years I could get away with a
Chill.
I
lot.
was
Yeah.
actually about
Yeah,
to ask
yeah.
you that. How was it settling here?
Oh,
How
yeah.
was it? How did you see it coming here, settling? What?
There were some things that I'd learned. I mean, I've always been like a kind of good with numbers. But I just remember being like one of my maths lessons in like when I was in year 6 or something in London, and I was just like, we did this like 3 years ago. I'm so confused. Like, education is such a big thing for us as Nigerians.
Yes,
like it's
it is.
such a big
It
thing.
is.
What do they
It
say?
is.
You're either doctor, lawyer, or accountant.
Yeah.
I went down the accountant route.
Even to
Did
this
you?
day.
Yeah, I'm a
you
chartered
two are
accountant, yeah.
definitely because she's an accountant as well.
Yeah, I'm a chartered accountant, so that was like the route I went down. So yeah, there was just the education thing is just always there when it comes to being a Nigerian.
You're just called Georgia-Blu.
Yeah,
That's
you're
not-
actually.
That's
I
just
think
the.
I think it's that Nigerian name that you should. That
Yes,
you're actually
that
calling
suits
her.
you.
Yeah.
This suits your real character. Because
The thing is, I don't know any Yoruba. That's the bad side.
Oh,
I
okay.
wish I
Kidding
did.
me?
No, I don't. So my grandparents were Yoruba and Igbo. My grandmother was Igbo. So they couldn't really speak to each other. And then
Okay.
my mum only really understood, so she didn't speak it in the house for me. So I struggled because sometimes I'm like, I really want to get into an insult, and it's like the way I want to say it's not doing what it needs to do. Like I need some Yoruba
my
words in
gosh.
there. So I've been trying to learn some with my mum more recently, but I'm like,
Aw.
yeah, like sometimes it just. English is not quite doing what it
at
needs to
all.
do.
Some things English cannot
It's not
do.
doing justice to it at all.
But
Yeah.
did you guys not
express it.
because I think the school that I went to, like, they would teach Yoruba. Was Yoruba not a subject?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, in some schools it is. I don't
was.
think
What
I
school you
don't
went
think
to?
it was one at the time. Like,
So what
yeah.
school did you go to?
Yeah.
Greenwood House. Do you know
Okay,
Greenwood
Greenwood
House
House.
School? It's
Where
in
wa-
Parkview.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they didn't. I didn't have any Yoruba lessons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
So,
because
funnily
you
enough.
went to
Green Springs.
that was a
Yeah, that's
British
like around the
school.
corner,
Yeah. And they were they were teaching
Yeah. Okay,
Yoruba.
maybe they did, but I just
They
it
were
didn't
teaching
stick.
Yoruba.
Yeah.
They were
I
actually.
am very bad at languages, I must say. Like it's not a thing for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Despite having that expat
Mm.
lifestyle.
He was like,
initially.
"Oh, so you must speak Spanish?" Or, "Oh, do you
Yeah.
remember your Russian?" And I'm like, I maybe know one word. Still, like, yeah, languages is not the
Not your
thing.
forte.
No, not at all. It doesn't stick in my brain the same way.
Fair enough.
So how do you see Nigeria? Is it holiday place or home?
100% home. I think
Mm.
I definitely would say that I kind of lost my connection with Nigeria for a while. I was in a long-term relationship with someone who wasn't Nigerian. I didn't feel the necessarily like the push to go home as much when it was like me as an adult and I had a bit more choice and freedom to like go to other places. So I would say I kind of lost that connection and feeling like home again. And part of while I'm building this, I'm still in that reconnection phase, and I kind of want to do that alongside the people that I'm bringing over. So there's still so much I'm trying to explore over there, but it definitely feels like home again, which is really important and really grounding, because I think ultimately it is home. Like that's where you'll be most accepted. Our beauty standards are accepted there. You know, there's so many aspects to it that you almost need to go back and remember, oh, hang on a minute, like actually this is where I'm appreciated, this is where I'm from, you know. So it's definitely home to me, 100%.
No, I think it probably helped that. Well, I'm guessing when you were younger, your mom was the one that was like meaning you were going home every year, right?
Yeah.
So, because it's home to her, right?
Yeah.
So it
Oh,
sounds
yeah.
like it's home to
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
So, as a child, anyway, naturally, you just have. But then, like you said, as an adult, but then the person you're in a relationship with, where were they from? What?
They were Congolese.
Okay, so were you going to or
No,
was it
very
just-
like British.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he hadn't been to Congo either. So yeah, yeah. I actually did end up taking him to Nigeria for his first time. His first time going to Africa was that too. Yeah.
Interesting. No, I think
Yes,
I think Detty December is a lot of, well, let me not say a lot of people, but it's like you say, it's trendy right now.
Yeah, it's definitely like a viral moment. Yeah, yeah.
So I want to say a lot of people's maybe more recent interactions with home. I don't know how I feel about that, because do you think Lagos in December, because it's typically Lagos, right? Do you think Lagos in December is Lagos in real life, or like Nigeria?
No, I don't think it's necessarily the right time to go if you're trying to 100% reconnect. But I think it's not impossible to reconnect during that time. And I think that if people's objective is to reconnect, then I still think it's important to go, whether it is this Dirty December that brought you to it, because you will still get an aspect of that. But you probably have to be a bit more intentional about when you're there and making sure that you actually,
even the traffic stuff.
I know.
You even think about whether you should
even leave your house. I know. Honestly,
traffic in December is
but I think with the train, I don't know how far the train.
No, it doesn't go
goes
to the island
island.
yet. Well, it goes to Marina. There's a train. the Blue Line.
there is.
But
not quite. But I think.
But at least I think that's for now. I think they're planning.
Yeah,
to
I
build
heard.
something,
I heard that something.
And by the time
into
that
Ajah.
happens, I'm sure it's going to take off.
Yeah,
Most of the
maybe
it should. It's just like London, isn't it? You can imagine if everybody if we all drive.
No, it's true. No, yeah.
You can imagine if we all drive.
I mean, you just have to be strategic with your planning.
Yeah, and also you talking about how Dirty December is not a realistic view of Nigeria. I think it's of every city. If you come to London in December, or during summer,
it's all Oxford Street lights.
Yeah.
That's not
but you know that's not what it is.
And I think it's more also not necessarily as unrealistic. I think the unrealistic part is probably the people you're interacting with, because the people you're interacting with are people who also don't live there or don't necessarily. So that's why you'd have to be intentional about that. I think you have to think, okay, what do I actually want to get out of this trip? Because another huge thing with being Nigerian, or one thing I've noticed since I've been going back a lot more, is networking out there is amazing on another level. And I think that some people who I've spoken to who are planning to come in December, they're like, I actually really want to network and I want to meet people and I want to like make sure I'm rerouted in something even when I go back there. And so that's why I think, okay, what is your outcome of this trip? If it is just to go and party and have fun, then that's great. You'll definitely do that. You can honestly, you'll do that any time of the year in Nigeria. I think it's one of the most sociable places. There's always something happening. It's just that December there's like 5 things a day. That's the difference. But you know, on a normal time of the year, there's like, you know, at least one thing from Thursday to Sunday. There's something happening. But yeah, I think networking out there is amazing. And people are always so open to wanting to help you, to promote your businesses or your ideas and introduce you to people. And that's something that's so incredible about going back. That shouldn't be missed as well.
Hi! Yes, I'm shouting. Have you subscribed? How about liked? Have you commented? Have you given me a 5-star rating on Spotify or Apple or wherever you're listening to this? If not, then first of all, there's no free lunch in this life. I hope you know. Okay, cool. Because you're watching for free now, you're listening for free. Anyway, Sha, we love you all the same. Please do the needful and continue to enjoy the rest of the episode. Okay, so let's talk about Ile then. Where did that even come from? First of all, I love the name. Now that I know you're Yoruba, it makes sense. But yeah, where did Ile come from?
Yeah, so like I was saying, so obviously I had lived in Lagos, moved away. I think around COVID, after COVID happened and I was in a relationship, that didn't really mean I was like kind of moving to go back to Nigeria as much. I didn't go back home for about 6 years. And in that time, I had a really great friend from school who unfortunately passed away during that time, who was like very much my anchor when I was there. So when I'd landed in Lagos, I was like, he's like, okay, I'm picking you up. Let's go. We're going here. We're going there. And I was just like, yeah, I'm following around. And I'm like, yeah, amazing. Like one of my best friends. And then also I lost my grandfather in that time as well.
Oh gosh.
And I kind of almost was like, oh, I don't even feel like I have the people or necessarily as much reason to go home. Ended up going back for my grandfather's funeral, and I was like, okay, I need to make sure I make this more of an effort, because it's so important for me to feel like I should just be able to come home whenever. And I think a big reason why people don't necessarily go to Nigeria, even Nigerians in the UK or around the world, is because they don't necessarily feel like they, you know, you almost feel like, oh, I need to know someone, or I need to, you don't feel like it's like a holiday destination, maybe like Jamaica, you can just go. So the reason I built Ile is just because we almost curate every aspect of the trip. It's very intentional. Even during December, we're partying and everything else, but we're also putting in cultural aspects, and you're learning about the food and the shopping and there's the fashion and all of the things all in one, and the networking as well. And it's so that you can come to Lagos, whether you're on your own, whether you're Nigerian or not, or a solo traveler, or you just want to explore it, but you have a grounding person who's going to be there to help you through the whole trip and make sure you get what you need out of it. So that is essentially where it came from. And yeah, that's why we say welcome to the home you never left, and we're just reconnecting you back with that feeling of home, and we'll be that anchor basically for you to just come back. Yeah.
So when you're saying networking, is the word networking with the locals or with just the group of people that are going?
It's with people in Nigeria.
It's with people in Nigeria.
So
that
we'll
can
actually
have that connection and they can continue.
Exactly. And we also give a portion of our profits to a charity called Path to Possibilities that re-educate underprivileged children all the way up
is that
until
in Nigeria?
university. Yes, in Nigeria. So I think the point is, with everything you do, with every experience you come to, you are still connecting with home in one way or another. And with the networking, yes, is with people who are based in Nigeria from different types of businesses. I have so we'll be doing a networking event while we're out there, that's included in the package, and they get to come to.
So it sounds like a lot of work though.
Yeah. Like, so how is that going to be?
How have you managed?
What kind of people are those people? Are those people that, you know,
So it's starting people from my network, and then I
Okay.
also have a friend of my mum's actually who works in PR and personal branding,
Okay.
and so we'll be collaborating with her on her company to do this because she already hosts networking events in Nigeria, so we're collaborating with them on that. So so it's a room full of amazing people and amazing minds, and you never know who you're going to meet and what your ideas might be or if they can make it flourish. So I think it's just about all that reconnection happening.
And I think I saw on your TikTok as well that like you have some sort of, you're working with the
Yes, the NTDA. So that is the Nigerian Tourism Development Authority. They have a plan for 2030 for Nigerian tourism to basically just be on a whole nother level. And it's an amazing partnership that we've been able to do with them. Basically just helping with that 2030 vision. And they're going to be helping us do like a gorgeous celebration for them when they come to the airport and ceremony, like everything. So it's adding extra aspects that will just make their trip so much fuller and more like a bit more of a cultural vibe as soon as you land. So yeah, it's been amazing to be able to have that partnership with them.
Yeah, I'm even surprised. I can't lie. I'm surprised that they have been responsive in this way, or do you know what I mean? Because I feel like there are a lot of things in Nigeria that exist in theory, but like when it now comes to, okay, I want to do something, like let's work, there are maybe just many hoops to jump over.
Yeah.
So the fact that, like, how were you able to actually get these, especially because that's a government body.
But
how
on
were
the
you able to?
contrary, I think in recent times there's been this, I'm not sure whether I would say it's an awakening or there's this consciousness to now start promoting the brand Nigeria that is the true Nigeria, not the Nigeria that is known out there, right? And because of that, government is paying attention to tourism.
Yeah.
I even know recently Ogun State Olumorok has been rebranded. It's a beautiful place now from what I saw on YouTube, you know. And for instance, the governor of that state is throwing it open until the end of September.
Free
For people to
I've done that when I went.
You understand?
I think I paid.
Huh? Sorry?
I paid for the old one.
You can go and you can see
Well,
and it's such a beautiful, and it's full of history.
Yeah.
You know, history. So, and you know, so I think there is that consciousness. I think that might be the reason
Really?
why.
Was that how you found it? How did it work in practice?
No, I mean, it was a lot of work. A lot of, and still, like, I had to have meetings with the chairman and and it was amazing to be in those spaces.
Did you reach out to them? Or
I
how?
did, yes,
Yeah.
I did. I let them know about what Ile is, what we're hoping to build, and how we can help with their vision, essentially. But honestly, they were very welcoming and opening to listen.
When you eventually got them.
No, because I don't know.
I know that's
why I'm
bit,
asking. Like,
that's
was
why
it
she's
easy?
asking.
I don't.
Getting
yeah.
them to.
It wasn't the easiest, but it wasn't as difficult as I thought it might be. Yeah, I think that there is a shift happening, and Nigerian tourism is becoming. Yeah, I think there's an emphasis on that, and it's the right time for it. If we want to take Detty December as maybe not necessarily being the most realistic view, it's still bringing eyes to Nigeria.
Yeah,
for sure.
And so
sure.
so I think that there's definitely a shift, and so they were very open to it.
Really?
Yeah.
So how many people now? So you have a trip coming up.
Yes.
A group trip.
Yes.
Right, for December. So tell us about that then.
Yeah, so we have 2 group trips in December.
Two
One
group
that is
trips.
pre-Christmas, so it's the 16th to 21st of December, and then one that is New Year's kind of based, which would be the 28th to the 2nd of January. It's going to be very full on, but we have a lot packed in there for them, which is going to be incredible, but also waiting kind of for the Detty December calendar to land.
Yeah.
So that is so we can kind of slot in a few more events for them. But also I think it's important because important to note that actually, to be fair, when I first started this, I thought it'd be a lot of people from the UK, but actually I'm finding there's a lot of Americans who.
I was actually about to ask that. Is this curated for only the British people, or is open to?
It's open to absolutely everybody, but I think it initially with my upbringing and being based here and having friends who were Nigerian but had never been to Nigeria, in my head I was like, it's for them.
Yeah.
But actually the response is the Black Americans are so interested in it, and I think there's also a shift for them. They kind of want to feel like we're all Black together and we can do.
That's
these
where
amazing
they
things.
actually came from. They all came from Africa. Anyway.
Exactly, and they all. come to the motherland, let's go, you know? So
That is amazing.
it's been that's who our largest audience have been, which has been incredible.
Really?
Yeah.
So how large are these groups going to be now?
Oh, so every group is very intentional. It's not going to be too big.
Yeah.
It's important that it's not too big.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So like you can
So-
manage it, and especially
yeah.
being the
Pilot.
no, she's had a pilot. I
Okay,
think.
she's had-
Have you not had a pilot trip already?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so this is not actually her first.
Yeah,
so that
we did like
people-
a
so
test
that people
trip.
know that you've done a test run.
Yes.
And this
Yeah.
one, it might be officially first, but
Yeah.
there's been a pilot trip before now.
And also, just to note, we're also going to be hosting supper clubs in the UK as well. So we're going to be doing things to teach people about Nigerian food a bit more, like Yoruba dishes and Igbo dishes, and so they can learn the differences. So that's also something we'll be doing over here. So it's also about taking people back, but also there's steps to it, and I think that there's also things that people might want to get involved in the UK as well for the time being. So yeah.
So how big are the groups roughly?
No more than 10.
Okay.
But honestly, I would probably likely cap it at like 6 or 7 people. But if there is a lot of interest in it, but it will not be more than 10 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 10 for
So
each.
how about if
10
you
for
have
each.
a lot? If you have a lot of people
So-
coming, what's going to happen?
So what we actually have decided to add on now is an itinerary-only package, because
Yeah,
what
that's
I've
amazing.
seen,
what does that mean?
so what that means is they will be able to come along with everything that we have planned, but they won't. So this is for people who maybe have somewhere to already stay, or they've already booked their flights and they're planning to come for a bit longer, but they want to still come with the group and join the community
Yeah.
and feel that sort of community and family.
Okay.
So they will come along for every part of the itinerary. They can come along to all the events that we have planned, but they just won't be needing sort of their accommodation, airport transfers, and all the other bits that are kind of just surrounded with where you're staying.
Yeah.
So they won't be staying with the group, but they'll be coming along to everything. So that will be allow for us to have a few more people.
Yeah, that's a brilliant one, because I was about to ask
Yeah.
that there's some people that they will normally go, or maybe
Yeah.
they've just started going for Detty December, but they will want to have a kind of a connect with this kind of group,
Yeah,
so that
yeah.
they have more friends.
Exactly.
You know, when they go. So how will those kind of people be able to?
Yeah.
You
So
know,
they
be
could
part of this.
Yeah, exactly. So they can book just the itinerary only package, which just means they meet us at our hotel every day. They still come with us. We still drive you around. You still have the private driver through the whole trip. Because we also have extra security, for example, just to make everything as smooth as possible. I want to make sure that everyone is very well taken care of. It's very important to me. And yeah, they get to come to everything that we have planned for the trip, which the beach day, the cultural aspect. We have a sip and cook that we're doing, so you get to learn to make a
Okay.
Nigerian dish. So yeah, so they get to come to every single one at the networking event as well. So yeah, without having to necessarily stay in, well, they'll be staying in VI, which is perfect because it's close to everything, around the
Yeah.
corner from Knock.
Yeah.
Most
That
importantly,
was the criteria. Let's not lie.
worst case if there's traffic, we can literally walk to Knock. But yeah, that was literally the main reason why I was saying that.
Because I was gonna say, I was like, if I'm in Lagos in December, I can't like, maybe I come. I
You
want
want to
to
join,
come
yeah,
to
yeah.
eventually.
Oh yeah, of course,
And
more than
yeah,
welcome to.
because I was I'm going to be asking something on behalf of some people anyway, on behalf of our audience or our subscribers, you know. If is there something that you can do, maybe in concession or something for us? This is us now requesting
For the
we have
Japada.
people
For
for
the Japada.
Japada, yeah,
For you
Japada
people, me, I already
community.
know the owner, so
Yeah.
that's your own problem.
Of course, we can definitely work something out. I'm sure we can work something out.
Okay, if we can do that, then I feel like what we can do is we maybe put it in the description.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
put
The
it in
video.
description, and if you follow us on our social media page,
yeah.
we will definitely
So
announce
if you want to
any-
go.
yeah, whatever, yeah, we'll
Yeah.
And
announce it
we're
there,
able
yeah,
to get
for you.
anything for you. Pay
Yeah.
me my commission, and then secondly, secondly,
Yeah.
then maybe we'll see you in Lagos.
Because I know some people that would have planned to be there,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
and they would
people
just want
obviously
to
Yeah.
be
coming.
part of it, and I think it's
Exactly.
a good thing, yeah.
It's a great thing, honestly, and with the networking and with the I think also people feel a bit scared to come to Nigeria.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
like, is it
Yeah,
safe?
but-
Is
Yeah,
it okay? Is
But
it
as a
this?
group, I think there was,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that gives
Honestly,
them peace of mind, yeah.
like I think it's so groundbreaking. I haven't heard of anything like this before. I started recently, in recent years, I'd say maybe 5 maybe 10 even years, started hearing of like travel groups and
Yeah,
stuff with
yeah.
strangers, but never to Nigeria.
Exactly.
Like it
Exactly.
is so good.
And it's so overdue.
It's
It's
so
so
overdue.
overdue.
Do you know there's restaurants popping up like every other weekend?
My
Yeah.
prayer, my prayer is that if this is going to be very successful, I'm very,
very
sure
successful.
that you can consider summer trips as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
so that subsequent years, you
Yeah.
know, because there are some people that might feel maybe December is just for family,
yeah.
and maybe their family are still here, right?
abroad or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, and they don't want to do that. But with summer trip,
Yeah.
they can.
and Easter actually.
plan,
Easter's
yeah.
a big time to go
Yeah.
back as well. So I think
Yes,
we'll be
because
looking
the
at
weather is
next
also
one would be-
great.
yeah, the weather's
Yeah.
still good. The flight prices aren't too high.
Yes.
And actually, more likely we'll be doing something in Easter. We're also going to be adding in corporate retreats for 2026, so that
Oh.
businesses can also, especially, I'm hoping for more Black-owned businesses to actually bring their teams over to Nigeria, and we completely curate their team retreat. And they have an amazing experience in Lagos or anywhere around Nigeria. It doesn't even have to just be Lagos, but
It doesn't have to be in Lagos.
yeah,
Especially
no.
when it comes to the retreat, there's
so much to
beautiful
see.
places.
Yeah.
If you go to, for instance, where's this place in Ibadan? The IITA.
ITA.
Wow. Have you been?
I haven't. No, I'll check
you
it
need
out.
to.
Yeah, you
need
should.
to.
Yeah, there's
You
so
should.
much. There's
Yeah,
honestly,
to
you can't,
There's
you
so
can't
many
even
places.
do it all.
There's
Yeah,
so many places.
we are so
yeah.
lucky, and I think that people don't get to see that side as much. And
No,
yes, there's lovely
unfortunately.
restaurants, like we say, but there's honestly everything in one place. How many cities are there? That there's a city, there's beaches, like multiple beach clubs, and different things you can do. There's
Yeah.
culture, there's great food, like there's everything there.
Yeah.
The infrastructure needs some work. We all know this, but yeah, there is genuinely everything there, and I think that it's just so important people get to see that side of it. Yeah.
Honestly, you're
for-
so like I'm genuinely.
I'm
in
so
awe.
impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
And
you.
I'm impressed, and I'm so happy that you know
Wow.
when you meet people like this. For somebody like
Hope
me,
for the next
and-
generation.
Exactly. You know what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
hope for the
That our
next
culture
generation.
and our heritage won't
because
die out.
legacy, yeah,
Yeah.
because
Exactly.
this project is a legacy project.
It's gonna
You know,
outlive you. Yeah.
No.
it will
for sure.
outlive you, and plan and run it that way.
Yeah.
That it's not
Agreed.
just about you.
Yeah.
It's going to outlive you. So it's going to be big. It's
Yeah.
going to be big.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Amen.
so no, because the thing is that especially young ones,
Yeah.
I don't want to say some of us parents have failed the young ones.
Right.
They want to go, but they don't know how to go
Yeah, yeah. A friend of my
because the
mum's
parents are
actually,
not willing to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She said if this was around sooner, she would have loved to send her daughter on something like this to go back home for
Yeah,
the first
yeah.
time, or maybe kind of on her own. Just yeah. So 100%, I'll be
That's
looking
true.
at it as 100% a legacy project because I think it's so important that it doesn't get lost. Almost. Yeah.
Yeah.
I only
So-
have one question. I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
I'm just like, where do you get the annual leave to do all this? That's my own question. Like,
It's passion. When you're passionate about something, you
No,
find
but-
a way. When there's a will, there's a way.
Honestly, I technically don't really have any time off because it's so important to me. I'm so passionate about this, and I'm working towards being able to use more time on it. So yeah, that's the way I see it. I see it as something that hopefully I can be doing 100% full time in the next
Later
like
on.
year or so. Yeah.
Why not?
Amen. That would be absolutely amazing. Honestly, Georgia-Blu, like, you're that girl, man.
Wow.
Well
Thank
done.
you.
Huge, well done.
Thank
So
you
yeah,
so
we'd
much.
encourage anybody that wants to go to Lagos, experience Lagos.
This
Go with
December, December
December 2025.
2025. Yeah.
Go with Ile. I think you'll have a good time. It
So
sounds
how,
like
how can they reach
Yeah.
out to you?
Oh
How
yes,
they,
so on Instagram or TikTok is at ile.house. And I think that's the best way to send us a DM. But we also, our website is ilehouse.com, so you could always go on there. All of the information for Detty
Yeah,
December is on there. Everything is on there.
Fantastic,
You can secure your spot with a deposit, and so you know you're locked in. We offer payment plans. I think it's the most important thing to me is that people could go.
accessible, yeah.
So however works best, we're always open to
So you have
discussing
different
anything.
payment plans
depending
for them.
on your situation.
Yeah.
Always, because I think the most important thing is that you can come.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Man.
Honestly, I can't wait for us to
Yeah.
bring her back maybe in January.
So we can debrief.
We need to
Yeah,
debrief.
yeah,
and
we're gonna debrief
how
the
did
whole
it go?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
honestly, it's been so good, like, to speak with you, and also to know there's people like you out there. Honestly,
And
yeah,
what you're doing
I
is
feel
so
seen.
amazing. So thank you so much for allowing me the platform
No.
to talk about this.
Thank you for coming. We really, really
Yeah,
appreciate
it's just
you.
we I think we share similar similar thing.
Ethoses.
Because
Yeah.
what we're about
Yes.
is sharing stories of people that have moved back and doing well, because most
Yeah.
of the time, because there's this shame culture about you want to move back, people in the West are asking you, why are you going back?
Yeah.
And the people in Africa is saying, why are you coming back?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, so most
Isn't
of
it
them
supposed to be better
has
over
been,
there?
yeah.
Yeah.
So most of them, their mouth have been shut. They are not sharing their experiences.
Yeah.
And there are loads of experiences, because there's some people that are actually tired
Yeah.
of staying in the West.
Yeah.
But if they can connect, just like what you're doing, if they can see people that have done it and they can share their experiences, you know, and can connect, people are not doing it. You know? So
Absolutely.
yeah.
So yeah, man, that's what we're about here at the Japada podcast. We hope you've enjoyed listening to us chat with Georgia-Blu. I'm so sorry that it's only me that is in such close proximity with such a what word can I use for this beauty? But anyway, Sha, you can subscribe, you can like, you can comment.
Not that they can
just
subscribe, but they have to subscribe,
Okay,
because about 80% are watching and they haven't subscribed.
Okay.
Despite the fact that we are on 17,000 now, if not more than 17,000, and we just started in May. Yeah, we just
Amazing.
started in
It's
May.
so amazing.
So please, if you're watching,
Subscribe. Follow us on all our platforms. We're at the Japada Pod. If you're listening to us, give us a 5-star rating. All them things there. And we will see you next time. But before we do, actually, we should cheers.
cheers
to the
to
Diaspora
Ile,
Diaries.
and also
And to Ile.
and to Ile as well.
Cheers.
Cheers.